I gotta check. Was this a sauna? I think it was a cell. If you guys can comment, let me know. Maybe because there's some wood in here, but it's concrete. That'll take a lot to keep it warm, I think. I don't even want to know. Oh, there's weed in that baby. What's up, guys? It's like, because it looks like a cell down there, so it's like, you know, child escaping. Or, I don't know, maybe they put... Oh, I don't even want to think about who's... Oh. Or the ball over here that's on top of the fireplace. Oh, the K2 just blipped. What? Okay, is there anybody here with us right now? If so, can you please make the rods cross inward?
What was that?
Dude, you just said, what, you heard something?
It sounded like knock knock.
From where?
It could be traffic at this time. I
I'm-
swear I just felt like this house just fucking wobbled under my feet.
Shut up, really? You're making my heart race. Look, I came out here, I went down to single green, now I'm 2 green, now I'm single green. I come into this room.
I can't. Standing right here,
Look,
it feels like
I'm at
the floor
yellow.
is moving under my feet, but it could be the traffic vibrating. I don't know.
Maybe. Look, I'm at yellow.
Is there someone in this house with us right now? Someone other than the two of us right here?
Both the REM pods are going off.
No.
Yeah.
What?
So maybe that was her name? I heard something come through. If there's anybody here with us, can you please make the rods cross inward? Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods out? Thank you. May we ask, are we speaking to a female? If we're speaking to a female, can you please make the rods go outward?
Mm-hmm.
My hand hurt a tiny bit there, but thank you. Could you please straighten the rods out? Thank you. Did you pass away in this house? If so, can you make the rods cross inward? Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods out? Oh, that's a very big yes. Thank you. I'll reset the rods.
That's interesting.
Are you the only person that's here with us? If the answer is yes, please make the rods go outward. Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods out? Were you murdered? If so, can you make the rods cross inward? Holy fuck, dude.
We never
Thank
get an
you.
answer to that question, really. Well,
I know, yeah, sorry. Thank you for that. Can you make the rods go straight outward, please? Straighten out, sorry.
what?
Thank you. There's a room in the basement, and it has cement walls, and it looks like a bed, but it's made out of wood, and
bench,
yeah, it looks more like a prison cell.
And mirror on the wall.
Were you kept in that room? If so, can you make the rods go outward? I fucking knew it. What? This looks like a jail cell.
No, really?
I swear to God, buddy.
It's actually concrete.
It is. It looks like the jail cell at
This is
Camp 30.
No. Oh, damn. Okay. So oh, damn.
Like,
What would this be in a normal person's house?
that's your time out, man.
What? Ask her now if
Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods out?
okay, she was murdered, she's kept in that room, but ask her if that room she was kept in was meant to be a bad room. Like a prison type room or like a punishment room. Like is there something bad about that room and why she was kept there kind of thing?
Well, I was
Something wrong or something.
Well, I was gonna ask, did the owner of the house, or the person that rented the house, the person that brought you to this house, did they kidnap you and bring you here? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Would you please mind straightening the rods out?
Okay, so if she was kidnapped, brought here, murdered, why is the reason she's still here? If she's the only one here.
Is there a reason that you stay here? If so, can you please make the rods cross inward? Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out, please? Thank you. Is the reason you stay here, are you waiting for the person that kidnapped you and brought you here and murdered you? Are you waiting for that person to return so that you can seek revenge? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Can you please straighten the rods out?
Okay.
Can you please, I'm going to stand just a little differently. I'm just gonna wait till the rods straighten out. Can you please point to the room that your kidnapper stayed in? There's a room in front of me, one to the left and one to the right. Can you point to the room that your kidnapper stayed in?
I'm gonna take
Thank you.
that as this one because
The room on the
it's
right.
not me. I'm not a room.
Thank you. Would you please mind straightening the rods out?
Hmm. I don't know what the other room was for then.
Were you abducted by more than one person? If so, can you please make the rods go outward?
Was her
Were you
abductor a
abducted?
male or a female?
Were you abducted by a male? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out? Thank you. Thank you for speaking with us. We really appreciate it. And I know these are very in-depth and very personal questions. Are you okay with us to continue further and ask you some more questions? You can indicate yes by crossing the rods inward.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll reset the rods. I don't want to use all of your energy, but you can use my energy. Were you held here for more than a month? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you.
Was she young when she was brought here?
Did you recently pass away? If so, can you make the rods go inward? Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out? Thank you.
She knows she was murdered, but does she know how she was murdered?
If I ask certain questions, would you be able to answer us as to how you were murdered? If so, can you make the rods go inward? Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out? Thank you. I do apologize. I know these are very personal questions, and we really do appreciate you speaking with us. We felt the presence here before, and these devices, that's me, sorry. I'm leaning this way. These devices here with the green lights, we saw them flickering when we were here before with you.
I knew there was some energy with us.
Yeah, and if you want to set off any of the other devices or like knock a
Move
ball
around just to let us know you're around. Feel free to check us out. You know?
Can you point the rods to where you are right now? Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out? It's like she knows. You're a very smart woman. Are you standing right beside me? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Did your abductor physically assault you? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Did she know her abductor
Thank you. I'll straighten up the rods for you. Did you know your abductor? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Oh my.
Thank you. Would you mind straightening the rods out? God, I just want to cry.
I know.
Was your abductor a family member? If so, can you make the rods go inward? No. Was your abductor a boyfriend or partner? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Was your abductor a friend of yours? If so, can you make the rods cross inward?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Was your abductor a coworker? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Do you mind straightening the rods out? Is there any way that we could help you be at peace? If so, can you make the rods cross inward?
Yeah, we just gotta try and figure out how that is we can help her.
Are you bringing spirit box?
And I so wish right now there was a way we could know her name. If she knew her abductor, she knows his name. I want to know, does she know if he's been caught for her murder? Or if no one knows?
Okay, give me one question at a time.
No,
I'm trying to.
all this is
like,
running through my
organize it.
head. Like, oh my God.
I just need to say
Here.
sorry. This overwhelming feeling
Yeah.
of sadness.
I don't know her name, so I'm just gonna say sorry, miss, man, whatever you prefer. It's just, she has a very soft heart and her heart is just breaking for you right now.
Has your abductor been caught?
To your knowledge, yeah.
If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank God. I'm straightening the rods out.
But unfortunately, it's still too late because, oh my God.
Did this happen recently? I know that you were here for over a month. I don't know exactly how long, but did this happen recently for you to be? That's a yes. Okay. Thank
You
you.
didn't even finish the question though. But my question to that is, does she understand what time we're in right now currently? What year we're at, what
It
month?
just happened recently.
But I don't know if their concept of time and day is the same as, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about afterlife people, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Do you know that we're in May of 2022? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Okay. So it has been
That's
recent, that's
actually
about
good.
time, okay.
Yeah, because that's a
Sort
good
of a
question.
confirmation sort of thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have some cameras that are directly in front of me. Are you able to talk into them? Or you can whisper in my ear? Or you can whisper in her ear?
Yeah.
And you can tell us how we can help you.
Try and share your story.
And I will get right on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you can whisper into the camera, can you make the rods cross?
Oh.
Thank you. I'm gonna stay here, so I'm gonna reset the rods and I'm gonna stand here as silent as I can. Please talk into either one of those cameras and just let us know how we can help you. You have my word, I will.
Or, some way inform us of your full name so we can kind of search into this and see what we can do to spread your story, to make awareness to others.
Okay, but let's give her some time to talk in the camera.
I was gonna go sit down. That one's got poo on it.
Sorry. We're laughing about the raccoon poo.
Yeah, I almost nearly forgot.
Chen sat on raccoon
Yeah.
poo. Okay, so now we're going to promise for 5 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Chat away. My partner here, she's got some really great questions as well. I'm going to stand exactly where I am in the hopes that you can speak into the camera again. And if you could give us your full name, that would really help us to help you. If you could give us your full name, your age,
Some details as to your situation that don't require just yes or no answers.
and the name of the person that should rot in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Hopefully. That's what I want to find out and make sure of, yeah.
Okay. If we can ask you one more time to just speak into the camera and just let us know how long you were held, here. That'd be great as well. As much information as you can give us, that'll help us to help you. Can you touch one of these balls or touch one of these things with the green lights to let us know that you still want to communicate with these rods? Or you can touch one of those black, you don't have to touch them, you can literally just go up to them.
And they'll make a sound and flicker some lights. Don't be alarmed by them, they're totally harmless.
Yeah, they won't hurt you. We promise you we're not here to hurt you. We come in love and peace. And honestly, we're here to help you. Can you make the rods point to where you're standing right now? She's still beside me. Okay. That's okay. You don't have to touch any of them. That's completely fine. We can still communicate this way, and you can keep talking into the camera as well.
We can do some editing, so I just. Because nothing else is going on when I like.
Too many things going, yeah?
No, because nothing else is going. We just this right now. Trying to do like we did last night, and maybe like.
Well, you can speak up. I'll edit it.
Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm just saying.
It's okay.
So, but I don't know if it's gonna interfere with this. But I'm just thinking like you did last night. Like, okay, you know, there's another person in the room. Can you point the rods at that person? Yeah, just
to make sure that. Yep, I can do that.
Is that a confirmation? I don't know if that's a confirmation.
Yeah, when I watched it. Yeah, that's
Okay.
because that's why I did the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But that was when I.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing, right? So it's kind of weird.
No, I can. No. Can you point the rods to the kitchen? Thank you. I noticed that there is not a washroom in the room that you were in. Were you allowed to use an actual washroom while you were being held here? You can cross the roads inward for yes.
That's a no.
It's like the story I was telling you when we were. Thank you.
So she was
tortured.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that she was tortured. She was brutalized.
Did you see the goosebumps somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's getting colder in here right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that you're hurt and I understand that you're angry. We both get that completely. I just, if the asshole, and I'm just gonna say it like it is, if the asshole that did this to you is in jail, do you know if he's gonna be in jail for a very long time? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Could you please straighten the rods out?
See, so now, okay, another part where you can edit possibly, but that's making me think. He's been caught. He's in jail. She knows he's going to be in for a long time, but the reason she's still here, she's waiting for him for revenge on him.
That's my next question.
Yeah. If he's in prison, he's not coming here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's my next. So we're standing in an empty house that's been pretty much destroyed by vandals.
Mm-hmm.
And we understand that you want to stay here. You're waiting to get your revenge on him. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So our question about that specifically, if he's going to be in jail for a very, very long time, this house, he's not going to be able to come back here unless by some miracle it stays in his name, which I highly doubt.
Yeah.
If you want to stay here and wait for him to seek revenge, do you know that there's a possibility he won't be coming back here? If so, can you make the rods cross inward?
Okay, so my thought is then maybe she's waiting for her revenge on him in his afterlife. Maybe he's set for an execution in our or, you know.
Not in Canada.
No, true, but maybe she's waiting on his death and waiting to get her revenge on him in the afterlife because he may end up coming back here that way. That's maybe kind of too much complicated, or I don't know.
Are you hoping that when he does pass on, his spirit is going to return to this house? And then you'll be able to seek revenge on him? Is that the plan? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Okay.
Were you hoping that he was going to return to this home? If so, can you make the rods go inward, cross inward? So that's why she's staying here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wish I knew your name.
I know.
So, by having a conversation with us, do you now understand that he may not return here? And that if so, you can, no? Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. Are you hoping that he's going to return here? Is that, are you gonna wait until he is out of jail and see if he returns here? Is that how long you're going to stay here? If so, can you make the rods go inward? Thank you.
I get it. She's angry with him. I get it.
Do you visit him in jail? If so, can you make the rods go inward?
That makes sense. Okay, so she doesn't necessarily have to stay in this house, okay?
Yeah. Can you please straighten the rods back out? Thank you.
Oh, I hope you're torturing
So
her
are
in jail.
Yeah, that was my Are you getting your revenge on him while he is in jail? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Yes, girl.
Thank you. Would you mind straightening your rods back out? Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah.
Good.
But yeah, I am. That's good for you, man. I feel an overwhelming sadness right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that coming from you? Is that your sadness that I'm feeling? I know you're angry, but I'm not feeling anger, I'm feeling sadness. Okay, thank you. Do you have loved ones that you can go to when you cross over? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. I really hope you spoke to the cameras to let us know how we can help you.
Yeah.
If you have loved ones waiting for you, it's completely up to you. I'm not pushing you. You can torture him for as long as you want. But if you have loved ones waiting for you, do you think maybe it's a good idea that you go and cross over and visit them? If so, can you make the rods cross inward? She's not done with him.
Purely vengeance.
Are you going to continue to torture him until the day he dies? So can you make the rods go outward?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
He deserved it.
Yeah. Hey girl, I do not judge you.
Mm-hmm.
No judgment. Okay. This is... Did he keep you here for longer than a year? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Did he keep you here for longer than 2 months? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Did he keep you here for longer than 3 months? If so, can you make the rods go inward? So it seems like it was a month.
Only within a month.
I just wanted to
So
test.
it was actually quick, and wow. Well, not quick, but you know.
Do you know if there's a reason that he chose you? If so, sorry, I'm just gonna reset these. Do you know if there's a reason that he chose you? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Is it because you were friends at work and you trusted him that he chose you? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you. Again, if there's anything we can do to help you, please just whisper into those cameras or speak loud into those cameras, do whatever you want.
As hard as you can, yeah.
And we will help you. Is there anything else you want us to ask you? Oh. Thank you. Can you please make the rods go outward? I think they're really stuck on my board. Maybe not. Can you point to the door that you entered through when you came into this house? Make the roads. Okay, thank you. That'd be the front door, guys. Can you please straighten the rods out? Did you ever get to leave that room in the basement that looks like a cell? Can you make the rods cross inward? If it's a yes? Thank you. Are you the reason that all the mirrors are up? Did he put the mirrors up to watch you from behind? If so, can you make the rods go outward? We discussed that earlier. Thank you. Sick fuck.
So physical abuse obviously means there is sexual too. I think.
Yeah,
That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. I'm guessing this was the living room that we're standing in. Can you make the rods point to where the couch would be? Open up that window? Maybe a look see?
I think maybe that corner area. Yeah.
Thank you. Were you allowed into the kitchen area of the house? I know that you pointed to where it is. I'm just wondering, did he allow you to go in there? Can you cross the rods inward? Thank you.
I wonder if he made her cook.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Did we ask her if she was the only one abducted by him here?
We asked if she was the only person here.
With us right now.
Yeah. Do you know if he abducted any other women besides yourself? If so, can you make the rods go outward? I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I said outward.
Okay, so probably just her, but he probably made her.
Because if she knew that, she wouldn't have gone with them, right?
No, I'm saying like maybe it started with her, if he locked her up down in that thing, maybe. Because another room, maybe he ended up bringing someone else in. Sometimes they have more than one at a time.
I know, but that's a cell down there.
Yeah.
Like a
I'm curious as to what
concrete
the
walls,
second
concrete
bedroom here
floors.
is for.
Hmm?
And then down in the basement looked like there was bedrooms, but not like that one room. I wonder how many people actually lived here. Or if he had children or a family here. I don't know. That's weird. So many questions.
You want me to ask?
No, it's just my curiosity. If you want to ask, ask.
Was he the only person living here? If so, can you make the rods go outward? It's like she's shaking her head no.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a wife here? If so, can you make the rods cross inward?
Okay. Okay, she's trying to show us something?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, ask her.
Didn't the K2 go off in the fireplace?
Near the fireplace. Yeah.
And she's just pointing to the fireplace?
So ask her now if she's showing us the fireplace because this has some sort of importance to her story, maybe?
Is there a reason that you're pointing to the fireplace? Something happened to you with respect to the fireplace that's behind me? Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Is he one of those that maybe
Oh
bring her up and burned her in the fireplace?
And there's a grate like that downstairs in the cell.
Or maybe he tortured her with the fire. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god.
Did he burn you in the fire? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Oh my god.
What a sick bastard.
To do that, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna break that down a little bit.
Yeah, elaborate.
Yeah, elaborate. Did he, like take your hand and put it in the fire to burn it in order to make you feel pain while you were alive? If so, can you make the rods cross inward? No. After he murdered you, did he put your body in the fireplace?
To dispose of you?
Here? And burn your body there? If so, can you make the rods go outward?
Motherfucker.
You know what that means? He had to dismember her to get her in there. That's a small fireplace. There's a grate downstairs in that room. So he must have cut her up and put her up on that. I'm gonna ask her.
That's a small fireplace.
Piece by piece, you'd be amazed. No.
Disembodied her and maybe.
You mean disemboweled her?
No, like dismembered her. Like.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Piece by piece. I know this is a very morbid question and you just heard us saying it. But did he dismember your body, cut your body up into pieces in order to put you in the fireplace? If so, can you make the rods go outward? Thank you.
Oh, it's sick.
There's a grate on the floor to my left, and there's one downstairs in the room that you were kept in. Is that what he put your body on in order to bring you up to put you in the fire? Or so can you make the rods cross inward? Thank you.
Can you ask her if we can take a quick break? And
I need a minute. We really appreciate your time. We are gonna say goodbye now. And we wish you nothing but peace and love.